Hello, Afterbuzz Red versus Blue fans. I am here with Shannon, Jen, Yomary, and Jack. How are you guys doing today?
Doing great.
Great. Super awesome.
Very good.
We're going to be doing a little bit of microphone passing because we have all sorts of wonderful people and not a ton of space. So, Season 13 is drawing to a close. Provided that your character survives to the end of the season, where would you like to... I have no illusions. I don't at this point.
That's probably smart.
Yeah.
Where would you like to see them go from here? How would you like to see them develop?
I mean, Wash should probably just get a beach house someplace and just kick it. Just chill. He's done. No spoilers.
That's great. Carolina, okay, like, personally, I think she just needs to, like, basically chill the hell out and just go, like, I don't know, maybe open, like, a little, like, artisanal cheese shop in, like, some town nobody's ever heard of and just, like, lay low and, like, make cheese balls and just, like, try to have a life where she smiles and laughs more. She's been getting better at that. The Reds and Blues have really, like, opened her up a little bit. So a little bit. She's trying to make jokes.
They tend to do that.
Yeah.
2-1.
So I would like to see her continuing to try to laugh and enjoy more and then stop holding grudges. It's like be the strong, confident woman she is, but making cheese or wine.
She's making cheese in a strong, independent way.
Strong, independent way. I don't know. It could be soap. It could be whatever. Like, I don't care. Yarn. I don't know. We'll figure out what skills she has other than killing people.
Working with her hands.
Working with her hands. Something with her hands.
Right.
She needs to be able to keep
She's
busy.
like a rock tumbler.
Yeah. Rock.
Oh boy, it sounds like we all need a vacation, Yeah, because, I've been having a rough time too. And I could use a little wine and cheese. So if I could go to the beach house and have a little wine and cheese, I think that would be fantastic. So I think Phyllis, she needs to relax. And Sheila, she needs to come back. Yeah, so here we go.
Well, I think it's probably accurate to say that the chairman has been misunderstood throughout season 13. And he has, of course, some unfinished business to contend with. And like I say, being misunderstood is probably one of the greatest responsibilities that the chairman has. Somebody asked if the chairman was evil, and I can only say I am shocked, disappointed, and frankly heartbroken. We'll see what happens. We must bear in mind that sometimes to save the forest, some of the shrubs have to be sacrificed. And that's all I'll say at this moment.
I'd actually like to talk about the chairman a little more. When the fans first met him, it was through a series of increasingly passive-aggressive letters with the director, and he came across as somewhat lawful good, or at least on the right side of the law in some way. Now he's committing genocide. I'm kind of curious as to what your take on this was, if you knew that was going to be the case going in for season 6, or if that was different when you got called back for the chorus trilogy, and what his end game is.
Endgame. The good of all is the chairman's endgame. I can only say to reveal my intentions would be foolishness. And I can only say again that sit tight, bear in mind that the forest is being cared for and protected. And as I said before, sacrifices will have to be made in order to protect all. And when you use terms such as I can barely express it. Genocide. I can only say, Madam, you're deeply misinformed, and you really should get to grips with what's going on. The nature of evil is very subtle, as is the nature of good.
So what is your preferred term for the systemic murder of the entire population of a planet?
I can see the direction of these questions, and I can no longer continue. And I'll pass it over to you, Phyllis.
I'm staying out of this.
Well, I wasn't going to ask you to define genocide. That's a very character-specific... Yomary, we haven't seen Sheila in a very long time, unfortunately, and when we got Phyllis back, she seems a little tired, unfortunately. Can you comment on what's been going on with her, maybe what we'll see happen for the rest of it? Is she going to come back?
Yes, she's a little tired. She's a little overworked and underappreciated. And I'm hoping for better days. I'm hoping for better days, and hopefully when I do come back, I will be in a better condition.
I love that that's a when. Jen, Carolina has had an extremely rough time of it this season, especially with the... especially with the rise and fall of Sharkface. I'd like to elaborate on that one.
I was just being like, Sharkface, like that guy.
What, the guy's a dick.
That guy's a dick. He's a jerk. Yeah, no, it's been hard. It's been hard. Although I will say, she's had it rougher. So I feel like she's been pulled through a lot in the past, and this is like a cakewalk in comparison to, going completely insane and losing everyone that meant anything to her. So I feel like even though it's been really hard for her this season, I feel like it's almost better because she actually has like a family now. Like she has again, like she's starting to recreate and reconnect with people and kind of loosen up a little bit and try to make jokes poorly. They're here and there.
We did see that she has a very close relationship with Epsilon. We also saw in the season trailer that this is the story of how Epsilon dies. Now, the trailers happen to lie a lot. Seriously?
No.
It's like, wait a minute. This is going to be a really interesting turn of conversation.
That was a Carolina-style joke. What?
An attempt was made. If the trailer is telling the truth, which they don't often, but if we're breaking form here and it is telling the truth, how would Carolina react to losing Epsilon?
Not well. I think she'd probably, go into a little corner, a little hole, be kind of sad for a little bit. But I think after everything she's gone through, and granted, I have no idea because I don't know what's happening. But I'd imagine that after everything she's already gone through, that she would take it as like okay, that hurt, but time to move on. Like, fighting's done. We did all this. We won. I won. I'm ready. Like, I'd like to see her like confidently move forward.
Into cheese.
Or wine, or artisanal soaps, or yarn things. Or rock tumbler.
Right, exactly.
That was a really nice moment, and then cheese happened.
Yeah,
Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, I know.
So Wash has been around for, at this point, half of the series. Over half. Over half the series, and spent a good amount of time carrying the plot. And now he's taken not as much of a back seat, but almost equal screen time. And we saw some interaction with the lieutenants. Would you like to see that furthered? How do you think his training the lieutenants would have gone? More on that.
I'm really happy that Wash gets to sort of take a back seat this season, or he's just another body to make things happen, and he's not a huge vehicle of the plot. So that's really good. I think if we saw too much training, it would be pretty boring. You could maybe do like kind of a kind of a Private Benjamin thing with Barb's character, but but that's maybe about it, and that would really be her character's story, and Sarge would just be kind of the salty foil in that relationship. So no, I'm pretty happy with how Wash is being used this season, and it's not too much of him, and I think that's cool for the development of the rest of the story.
Now, the season's not over yet, and we do still have something of a Chekhov's gun phrase in which the counselor mentioned that Wash doesn't want to have any AI near him anymore. Do you see that coming into play, and if so, what would the reaction be?
Yeah, Wash doesn't know anything about Chekhov. He didn't study literature that much. I mean, it's definitely out there. It would be interesting. I think Wash was not ready for the AI that he got way back when. But who knows what would happen if there was another one in play or whatever. I mean, Wash is sort of like, I think of as something like a recovering addict. So he's had this experience. He doesn't want to have it again. So I don't think it would go well. But who knows? Who knows exactly? As I always like to say, keep watching.
I don't think any of us are going to stop.
No, probably not.
That'd be a really weird time.
I watched all 12 seasons and the first 9 of season 13, but you know what? Done.
I'll just use my imagination.
Yeah.
And finish it off in my own head.
Just couldn't handle shark face. Right. Nope. Is there anything about your characters that was not shown on screen that you would like the fans to know?
You made that noise, so I thought you had something.
I'm not sure. I think she's a lot nicer than people give her credit for. I just think she's been through some shit. And, she's had to put on this hard shell. But I really, really do believe that in general, she's like I have a feeling her and York were like super cute. Like really adorable, like that, like sarcastic, like jokey couple that's always being like, but I love you, I just don't think she's as much of a bitch as everyone says. I think she's got a good heart.
I'm sorry, I am not able to receive that. I am not able to reveal that information. I'd say, I am sorry, I am not able to reveal that information.
The chairman finds it hard to express the burden of responsibility with others. And if I may share something, he does weep quietly, alone, every now and again.
Alone.
Yeah, right.
You get it. Yep. Table. You're not off the hook.
Nah. I mean, Wash is a pretty open book at this point, so I think all of his dirty laundry's out there. So, yeah. There's nothing else to show. There's nothing else to show, guys. There's absolutely nothing else to show with Washington. But keep watching.
Because Washington's the only reason we watch the show, right? We did get the announcement that season 14 will be an anthology with the possibility of bringing back former characters. So if your character were to come back or to be featured again, would you be up for it? And if so, what story would you want to tell?
Ooh, I think Wash. I think it'd be super. I don't know. I think Wash, like in the midst of having Epsilon, would be cool, or more of that, or the period between Project Freelancer and when he meets up with the Reds and Blues, which I don't know how much sense the timeline makes. I don't know how much time happened in between there, but that's the only thing you could really show of Wash. I don't want to see more goofy young Wash. I think that would be silly.
I was actually saying this yesterday. I don't remember who to or why, but I would really love to see York and Carolina on a date. I would love to see like them just like out on yeah. I'd love that. And also similar to what you said, what she was doing throughout that whole
between Project Freelancer
and being dead,
season 9.
and then season 9.
Yeah.
Like, where was I? Was I like what was I saying the other day? She's just like camping out in a yurt, just hanging out somewhere, like little campfire,
doing research,
being really angry in a corner, just like.
Exactly.
I'm really curious as to what I was doing during that time. It'd be fun to know.
Well, if Sheila were to come back, I rather enjoyed my days in a sort of in a. I was just about to say something that would not come off right.
Right. No, I saw where that was going.
Let's just say I miss the love interest days, and I think Sheila would like to have love in her life. So I would miss that, and I would like to see that again.
So you want to see Sheila and Lopez and Caboose on a date?
I'm not saying the three of us should be on a date together.
She's not a polygamist? That would be great.
Sheila's very faithful. Have you not seen that? Sheila's extremely faithful. She's very faithful. No, but, it's been a long time since we've seen where her love life has gone, so I think that needs further development.
We were supposed to play
Yeah.
That way.
Whoa!
Well, yeah, I think it might be nice to see who broke Malcolm Hargrove's heart, and what set him on the direction that we see him on now. That might be an interesting thing to see how he went in the direction he's going now.
Young chairman.
Young chairman.
I'm fascinated by the fact that he's got a heart.
And on that note, thank you so much for talking with me. It's been fantastic.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. Yay.
It's
Thank
been so
you.
much fun.
Yeah, super fun.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.